Good morning, dear hearts. All right, we're at lesson 225. Obviously, a continuation, an expansion really from yesterday's idea. Yesterday's idea is God is my Father and He loves His Son, and today is God is my Father and His Son loves Him. Now, way back in lesson 108, we learned about giving and receiving are the same in truth, and being in God is being in truth, and that's with a big old capital T, as I'm always saying. All right. So, but here we have elevated the idea, because we have giving and receiving, that whatever I'm giving in this physical world, I'm going to receive back. So if I am projecting an attack on someone else, if I'm having an attack thought about someone else, I'm giving that to them, I'm going to receive that same kind of behavior back. I'm going to have that experience. But here we have elevated this idea of love. God loves His Son and His Son loves Him, to the idea of God, to that realization, so that we are now realizing that giving and receiving of unconditional love, and there is no love but God's, another lesson. Okay, that can happen with this is that this love is expanded and grows larger and larger and larger, because my Father loves me as I love Him, and so there is nothing else that is required within my mind but this thought of God, this thought of love. And for me to have that experience of this expanded state of love, that I'm in a place where there is no thing else that is required. There is no thing else that I long for. There is no thing else that is needed to make this experience whole, because this experience of loving and being loved by God encompasses everything in my possible thought system. It brings me back to the state of as the Course says, the journey that was not begun. It brings me back into the awareness of heaven. So now that my mind is completely and fully filled with the idea, the notion, if you will, of God's love, now I go into a place of being still. I am still in love. This lesson is very beautiful. Obviously, this section, they're not long. We can read them easily. We can practice them hourly, as we should. This says that you have given all your love to me. We're speaking to God. And I must return it, for I want it mine in full awareness, blazing in my mind and keeping it within its kindly light. And then it says in another sentence, how still the way your loving Son is led along to you. And then it begins the next, brother, we find that stillness now. So we go into this space of being still in love. And the other thing that is still is forgiveness. I thought I wasn't going to say anything about that today. In the section, the special thought area, it says that forgiveness, on the other hand, is still and quietly does nothing. Forgiveness is still and quiet. Love is still and all-encompassing. And there is no chaos in it, so there really is no noise in it. Okay, there is nothing to distract from that feeling of total and complete, and the word they use here, inviolate love. Nothing can come in to diminish it. Okay, it is God's love for us, which we return fully and completely. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope you're enjoying this section. Please let me know. Please comment. Please share. Please subscribe. Please like. Please be here tomorrow. Namaste.